Welcome everyone, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. By the time you watch this video, I will probably be out in LA for E3, playing loads of games early, getting you guys some early gameplay. It should be really fun. For today's video, some of you guys suggested that I go online and react to some crazy optical illusions that will make your mind melt and your eyes just go crazy. And I have sourced 15 optical illusions that I'm going to be trying out with you guys, and you can all try out whether you're watching on your phone, tablet, PC, whatever. We can all make our minds go absolutely crazy with weird and wonderful optical illusions. Just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff we're going to be looking at, faces like this hurt my eyes so much, and I think it's to do with how we focus on humans' faces. 4 eyes, 2 mouths. I can't actually look at it for too long, but those are the kind of images we're going to be taking a look at today, and I don't know if I'm ready for this. It's quite late at night and I'm already a little bit tired. I think this may just put me over the edge, but hopefully you guys are a little bit more ready than I am for these, because buckle up and get ready for 25 optical illusions that will blow your mind. If you're excited for this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you get on with all of them down below, and leave me a comment with the one that messed your mind up the most, alright guys? So for number one, we have the rotating rings. Now I have seen this one before and it works really effectively without doing much at all. All you're going to do is stare at the dot at the center of the screen and move your head away from the screen, and the rings will start to rotate. So if you literally move in and out, I look like a complete idiot right now, but it does work. The rings start to move. Give it a go. Just hold your phone there or look at your computer screen, move your head in and out, and the rings literally move. Why are our brains like this? These images have been made just to screw with how our brains work, to make them do weird and crazy things. Ooh, the next one is called the Hermann Grid. This is an optical illusion named after Ludwig Hermann, who discovered it in the 1870s. At every point where the white lines intersect, where they cross each other, our eyes perceive a grey shadowy blob. If you look directly at one of the intersections though, the blobs will disappear. Now this works on almost anything, but this image here will work very effectively. You can't directly look at any of the grey blobs. It doesn't work. Whenever you try and look at it, it disappears, it's suddenly white again, and the blob has moved elsewhere. Now this works with any sort of intersecting pattern, so if you see it like, and I know it sounds kind of weird, but you see it on like curtains or on a table somewhere, I even spot it sometimes in TV shows, you can do this optical illusion yourself and you'll realize you'll never quite be able to track the little circles in between all the intersections. It's crazy. Now, this one I've never done before. Fading image. Stare at the image for about half a minute without moving your eyes and watch as it gradually disappears. Really? This is a variation of Troxler's effect, which essentially says that if you fixate your eyes on a certain point, stimuli near that point will gradually fade. Okay, so we need to put a timer of 30 seconds on. I'm going to stare at it. You guys are going to stare at it. When we come back from this 30 seconds, it should have completely disappeared. You guys ready to do this with me? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, it's actually working. I can't check the timer because that'd be cheesy. Oh no, it should go off. Oh no, it shouldn't. It's okay, keep on staring. 30 seconds is on the board. Wow, it is actually working. Oh my god, it has gone. There is white. Oh my, that's not even 30 seconds and it's already worked for me. I don't know about you guys. What? That is insane. It's like someone's got an eraser and just erased everything on the screen. That worked for me several times. It came back when my eyes flickered a little bit, but I didn't think that one would actually do anything, but the fading image is real. And let me know if that worked for you guys as well down below. That is quite creepy. This one is called the Kanzaka Triangle. The Kanzaka, I can't do pronunciation of weird words. Triangle was named after psychologist. Okay, he has that name, who first described its effect. When you look at the image, your brain creates contours or outlines. The triangle, although non-exist, in reality it is an illusion created by the wedges and the angles. Now, I can see what's happening here. It is making a triangle, out of, like, in the center, like a black triangle, and it's technically not there. But I feel like that's almost impossible not to do. Like, you look at that image and you just see a triangle. That's not the most impressive one in the world, and I don't rate that one too much. Okay, now this is what we're talking about here. The Blivette. This is one of the most famous optical illusion pictures of an impossible object. I hate these. I always try and make them work in my head. Never works. Is 2 rectangular prongs at one end that morph into 3 cylindrical prongs at the other. This doesn't make sense. Okay, so stare at the far left part of the image. 2 circles, and like the tubes, the cylinders are extending off. You continue those lines along, and then you get to the end, and there's only 2 like rectangular squares coming off. I can't, that doesn't make any sense. If you just stare in the middle, it's like your mind, this is what we're here to do, blow your mind, and this is certainly working. That is just ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. More of those, please. More of those. Now, this one's called the Monster Illusion. I swear I saw this in school or somewhere years and years ago. Found in virtually every psychology textbook in the world, the 2 monsters in this optical illusion are in fact the same size. However, your brain automatically adjusts the image so it perceives the distance in order to compensate for the fact that they are larger than they seem. So if you look at it, you think that the monster closest to you is far smaller than the monster at the back, which is obviously coming from what looks like a small sort of tunnel and looks giant. It looks like his head's touching the ceiling, and the front monster looks like he's about like a brick high. So you think he's smaller, but he's not. I'm trying to think if I can get something to measure it. Maybe you use your fingers, guys, or something. So if you line your finger up on the monsters, they're not lying to us, I don't think. Are they lying to us? I don't know. I feel like the one in the back is a little bit bigger. No, okay. You know what? I was trying to convince myself that I was right. It's not. It's not. They are the same size, however long you look at it. I remember having a look at this one, I think, in a maths lesson many years ago. It's called the Zollner Illusion. Named after Robert Zollner in 1889, the bottom figure appears to be larger, although they are both the same. Really? This one doesn't make sense. They're both the same size. This is because the shorter edge of A is directly adjacent to the longer edge of B. I mean, in my mind, if I look at that, I went into this thinking that it was some sort of mathematical thing, but actually the fact that these are, there's no way this is the same. There's no way. There's no way that doesn't make sense. Oh my god, it's shifted. So it actually is, because if you look at the left-hand side, it's lined up along the flat edge and just shifted off to the right a little bit. But in my mind, all I can focus on is that right-hand side and how B is longer, which must mean it's bigger than A. But they're exactly the same. What? Wow. I didn't actually expect these to blow my mind as much as they do. And I feel like if I was a little bit tired at the beginning of this video, I'm going to end it where I'm just going to pass out on the floor and sleep for many, many years after how much my brain has just been racked with crazy, crazy optical illusions. This one looks similar to the first one, Fraser Spiral. First described by British psychologist James Fraser in 1908, this illusion is also known as the false spiral. Whilst it appears that the overlapping arcs are spiraling into infinity, they're in fact only a series of concentric circles. I can't say that word. Let's take a look though. So does it technically not go in? I'm tracing it with my finger. That could be a good idea for you guys to do. Oh my god. It's just rings. I think they're just rings. Unless they do? Are they going in? The second inner one is just a ring. That one, they're just rings. How weird is that? Who sits there and draws things like this that can screw up your mind so much? If someone put 1,000, 10,000, $1 million on the table and was like, are those spiraling inwards? And you have 5 seconds to answer. I'd be like, yes, of course. Unless I was really overthinking it. I was like, they wouldn't ask me this if it was that obvious. So maybe I'll go no. But that's crazy. I literally put your finger on the image and draw it around, and then you'll realize what I mean. Because if you don't do that, you're never going to work it out. This is interesting. I don't know what this is. It seems similar to the one we did earlier. This is called the Systole Grid. This is a variation of the Hermann Grid. Okay, that's the one we checked out earlier, where black dots appear and disappear at the intersection of the grey lines. Interesting enough, if you cock your head at 45 degrees, the angle is reduced but not eliminated. So if we go 45 degrees, so look at it normally. Okay, I can kind of see where they're coming from. I can't quite get to the black circles, a little bit further away. But if you do it sideways, it does kind of disappear. Interesting. All the dots just kind of go away. Simply because of the angle. Does that work for you guys as well? It definitely works for me. Definitely works for me. That's so crazy. So this one is blue versus green. If you had one choice of color, blue versus green, what would it be? Comment down below. Blue for me, easily. Easy. MoreAli-A, what else is it going to be? But this is called blue versus green. There are several variations to this optical illusion, but the effect is the same. The blue and the green backgrounds are in fact the same color. What? That top right square is blue. And that bottom left one is green, and there's no way that is different. It says open it up in Photoshop. Good thing I'm actually recording my PC because we can do this, and we can test it out. So let's see what Photoshop is telling us. Okay, so I'm going to copy this image, and I've got Photoshop open. So let's just make this image huge. And all it does so far is just accentuate the effect that that is blue and that is green. So I guess it's the way our brain, like, locates the colors because of the colors that's around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the eyedropper tool and click here in the center and get the color that is there, and then I'm going to switch it to the second color and again go to the eyedropper tool and click here, and we are left with two supposedly different colors, one green, one blue. I then I'm going to go ahead and actually divide this into, okay, so we got a halfway point, and then I'm gonna fill this left-hand side, okay, with the first color that we found. I think this one was a green, technically. It's not looking good, is it? And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill this side with the other color. I'm gonna switch around back to the original color and fill it, and it's exactly the same. Technically, that's blue to me. Blue one, baby. Blue beat green. But that is crazy, isn't it? If you bring this back again, like, you can see the colors merging. You can see the colors merging, but yeah, it still looks blue and green. That is crazy. I am so impressed. There you go. If there's ever a battle between blue and green, you know who wins, but that is crazy. Show your friends that one because they will not believe that one works. Next up, I like this a bit of Lego. Endless staircase. Another crazy picture that just blows your mind. This is the variation of the endless staircase optical illusion constructed out of Lego this time, however. Like the blavette, no idea what that word means. I've learned a lot of English through these optical illusions as well. This is also an impossible object and is sometimes called the Penrose triangle. I mean, I wondered if I could actually make something like this in Photoshop. I feel like I could, to be honest with you. I'd have to take a lot of pictures and get a lot of Lego bricks, but I think I could actually make that myself, to be honest with you. If I got the lighting, if I did the lighting correctly, I could make that work, but it is weird when you look at it, isn't it? It just does not make sense at all. Alright, so I feel like all of these seem to relate back to school and lessons at school. I feel like teachers have a trick up their sleeve, and it's get the kids interested by showing them an optical illusion, because I feel like I've done this one as well. I think it was in an RE class this time. Black on white. Stare at the center of the image for about 30 seconds, then look away, preferably a white surface. I've got a few clear walls in this room. Sometimes the ceiling works. Yeah, the ceiling would be good, actually. What do you see? Okay, so I don't want to give it away, because I think I know what the answer is, and I may have given it away in saying which class I saw this in. But anyway, so we're going to stare at it for about 30 seconds, and then look away. So, should we do another timer? Should we do a timer? Okay, I've got putting 30 seconds on the clock. We'll put 30 seconds on the video, so stare with me, guys. Do not look away for this next 30 seconds. It will not work. And remember, we are staring at the center point. So stare pretty much at where that line is in the middle, and then we're going to look up at the ceiling and look away at white surface and see what we see, okay? And we'll share it down below in the comments. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Staring, staring. Well, nothing's disappearing yet. So at least my eyes aren't completely failing me. At least they're still seeing this time, which is good. Last time things started disappearing and I started wandering from my own eyesight, and I thought I had quite good hindsight. This ain't Call of Duty, quite good eyesight. Okay, keep on staring, 20 seconds in. I have to look at the time just to make sure the time's right. Keep on staring. My eyes are going a little bit askew with. I think we're about to clock over. Okay, that is 30 seconds. Let's see what we see, guys. Oh, it works! I haven't done this in so long, so blink really rapidly, guys. Blink really rapidly. I probably look like a complete idiot right now. But can you see it? I did. Actually, close your eyes and do it. You can do it almost on any surface. I put like the biggest buffoon ever. I gave it away by saying I did it in RE class. You can actually see a picture of Jesus, like his face as an outline. And maybe you can kind of get it just by looking at the picture anyway. But it's still there. He is still embedded in my mind. And that is pretty crazy. Did it work for you guys? It worked for me, that's for sure. Man, I'm just gonna have images embedded. I'm gonna have nightmares of all these optical illusions later tonight. Okay, they have to throw another weird word at me, didn't they? The Zollner Illusion. This optical illusion was named after Johann Karl Friedrich Zollner, so many Germans, and consists of parallel lines that appear to be diagonal. You may need a ruler for this one. I actually needed a ruler earlier today and I didn't have one. However, it's not quite Charizard, but... Oh, it is Charizard. Look at that. I may be a mind reader as well as an optical illusionist. We've got... This is going to count as a ruler. So if you look at this, it looks like everything's bending around. In fact, it's just quite hard to look at, to be honest with you, at all. So... These lines are apparently straight, but when you look at them, they look to be going almost like at angles to each other. So if we put our Pokemon card on the line and draw it upwards, you guys may have to just use your finger or something straight. Maybe you've got a pen next to you. It definitely looks like they all do line up, despite the fact, but it just doesn't look like it at all. Like, our brains are weird, man. Our brains are weird, and that one is another weird one for sure. This one is called the Hurling Illusion. Although the two red lines seem to be bowed outwards, they are perfectly straight. Another one just making me think things are straight and curvy when they're actually not. Who knows, this room could be circular, for all I know, after looking at all these optical illusions. They are perfectly straight and parallel. This optical illusion is attributed to Ewald Hurling, a German, what did I tell you about the Germans? These guys are great with their minds. A German psychologist who believed that the distortion was derived from the mind overestimating the angles at the points of intersection. Well then, Ewald Hurling, let's test out this theory. I may have to bring out my trusty Charizard ruler again for this one. It certainly does look bowed, like bow-legged, like that. It looks curved, right? But in reality, he's trying to tell me it's straight. What do we reckon? Do we trust him? I still don't trust him until I literally put this card on my screen right now. And the Charizard's not lying to me. It's telling me it's straight. But even then, if I put Charizard over half the image, the rest of the image still looks bent. Like, I don't know. These are crazy. These are absolutely crazy. And I don't trust that anything in my room is straight anymore. Okay, guys? All right, we've got two more remaining. This one is called, I hate words, Twcheners Circles. Also known as the Ebbinghaus Illusion, there is still a debate in psychological circles as to the exact mechanism and implication of this effect. Essentially, the orange circle on the left appears to be smaller than the one on the right, although in reality, this website is trying to tell me that they're the same size. I mean, I don't think I believe that. I don't think I believe that at all. It's a bit like the monsters all over again, but the one on the left looks so tiny compared to the one on the right. And this is funny. This is basically like proportions in a way, and how you perceive something. I was talking to Claire today about this, how like having a good looking body is all about proportions, and something may look bigger because something else in your body is smaller, or maybe something looks small because something else is bigger, when in reality it could be the exact same size as someone else. They've just got different shapes and different sizes, and this backs it up in a weird circle sort of way, because both of those orange circles are exactly the same, but because of the smaller circles surrounding it and the bigger circles in the case on the left, the orange circles look like a different size. It's crazy. I wanted to try and use Charizard again. Charizard, bringing truth to these optical illusions. Let's see if this is exactly the same size. It is. It is. All right, Charizard, I'm not doubting you and your rigid edge and your ability to measure things of all sizes. I'll believe you. Although it doesn't look it, I will believe you. This leads us on to the final one of today's optical illusions, the Leaning Tower. Yes, the Leaning Tower of Pisa does actually lean, but these two images are in fact one and the same. Okay, the one on the right looks like it's leaning so much more than the one on the left, just saying that right now. Although the image on the right appears, okay, took out the words out my mouth, appears to be leaning away from the one on the left. This is only in your head. Damn brain, what are you doing to me? Go ahead and try the same thing with the Empire State Building. It will lean too, promise. Is this something we're going to have to, like, put it together? I want to take this and see if this effect multiplies, okay? Does the right... Does it... It's like a gradient. Like, the one on the left is the straightest, and they're just bending more and more and more. It does kind of work, to be fair. Oh, wow. I did not expect to be brain confuzzled that much, and granted, as I said, I'd actually seen a few of these before even, but still, they blow my mind, and I'm sure a lot of them have dazed you guys as well. If there's one specifically that you've been like, that is crazy, I have to show my friends, I've never even seen that before, let me know down below in the comments section, because I'd love to know which one screwed up your brain the most. And if you've got any more optical illusions or enjoyed these videos and want me to do another one, I can go on another hunt and try and find some more for you guys, because this has been very fun, and it is just crazy, like, seeing how the brain assumes certain things that don't exist or aren't really there, and when you get told otherwise, it is pretty crazy. So guys, hope you've had some fun today. I know I certainly have. Give it a big fat thumbs up if you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and have a nice rest now and recover from my brain being absolutely frazzled, and I'll see you guys very soon on another brand new video. Bye bye.